Hey guys, it's Rockingtheblade here. Once again, what's up everybody? You know, when this first broke, I immediately wanted to do a video to express my condolences, but I was, immediately I was very, very heartbroken because I felt like we lost not only a great comic icon, but I felt like a person that was like a kind of like a family member to me in a way. With Stan Lee, he brought happiness and joy into my life, and during the times I was back when I used to live in Miami, there were a lot of good times. There were a lot of bad times, and what helped me get through the bad times was watching, Spider-Man on, on Fox Kids, and watching X-Men, and my mind being blown to the fact that, they share the same universe and actually teamed up on an episode, and it blew my mind as a kid, and, little, things like that, and, what he did, basically saving the superhero genre, I mean, and and plus having a great competitor in DC helped them to to adjust and compete. Like for example, Justice League came out first, and then eventually to compete, Marvel made the Avengers, Guardians of Green Lantern. When DC came out with Green Lantern, they made the Guardians of the Galaxy. When DC did Doom Patrol, they made the X-Men. Though a lot of people felt they copied that. They copied that stuff, which, I mean, that's for another bit, for another time. The point is, but they made all these incredible original heroes and stories and whatnot. And the point is, and he brought so many great, lovable heroes and icons, and he was ahead of his time. He made the first famous black superhero with Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't just want to be some superhero. He wanted to be like a king in Africa, and and how the African people found this rare metal, and now they're this super hybrid advanced and it is there's fantasy land in Africa that is like this super technology, and just as advanced as America, if not even more so. And he came up with great heroes, with Spider-Man, Hulk, Iron Man, Thor. It is all these legendary heroes, and he was a big inspiration. He helped people like Steve Ditko and Tom McFarlane make name for themselves. Hell, he even gave Jim Lee a job. Now he's a legendary artist in DC Comics as well, doing Batman, Superman comics. He helped so many people, and of course he was best friends, and him and Jack Kirby made a lot of incredible comics together over years. Jack being the artist and Stan Lee writing the story. When those two together, they were like the real dynamic duo. They were unstoppable, and he was iconic, man. He was so lovable, and the fact that he lived so long as he did, dying doing what he loved, was probably the most amazing thing I think anyone would want, and getting all that love and appreciation that he got. And I'm gonna miss him. I'm not like guys. I cried. I found out when I was at work, and it broke my heart. It was like around 2:00 in the afternoon when I got the news, and people on Facebook and Twitter were blowing me up, dude, look what happened. This is real. This is real. And I was hoping, praying that this was a hoax, but it was confirmed by his daughter that Stan Lee died on Monday at the age of 95. It was hard. It was heartbreaking, but I was saddened, and it hurts. And even now, it hurts a little bit to even talk about it. But I think the reason why I was able to not get past it, but help get through it a little bit better, was the fact that he was 95 years old. He lived a long life, but he lived a happy, good life. You know what I'm saying? He created all these iconic heroes through the help of other people, of course, too. And he stood the steady. He helped make Marvel the big powerhouse that it is. He always kept himself busy, either writing comics or producing on movies, making cameo appearances. It was so awesome seeing, when Marvel Cinematic Universe blew up, he was starring in all these movies, seeing him in all the Iron Man movies, and Hulk and Thor and Captain America. Hell, He even lived to see 3 different Spider-Mans be played for, from Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland. I mean, this guy, he lived through it all. I mean, I believe he filmed, I heard he did film his cameo for Avengers 4, and I believe they also filmed his cameos for, I believe, Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel, and I believe Spider-Man Far Away From Home, I believe. I could be wrong on those, but I believe he managed to film those 2 before he died. So I think after these sets of movies next year, that's the last time we see Stan Lee in terms of cameos. And that's heartbreaking. Hell, he even released, which I didn't know, he even cameoed in the newest Spider-Man game from Insomniac Games. And to hear that he's gone, it's unbelievable. You can't believe it. People everywhere. I mean, Philip DeFranco, Boogie2988, Ryan Reynolds, even Jim Lee, like I said, from DC Comics. DC Comics, the headquarters themselves responded at the incredible loss of such an icon. You know what I'm saying? It's just, he was an icon. Hell, I mean, I think DC and Warner Bros. Was such a good with good terms with Stan Lee, that in the Teen Titans Go movie, probably the only good thing about that movie, he made a cameo in that movie. Even though he wasn't, had nothing to do with DC. I mean, granted, he was like friends with Bob Kane, the creator of Batman. He was friends with him, and he expressed that Stan wished he created Batman, though Bob in return said he wished he created Spider-Man, because he loved Spider-Man, though later on it wasn't all Bob, it was Bill who also helped out as well. In fact, a lot of people said Phil did build most of the creation of Batman, but that's another story for another time. You click up your information on that. Point being, I guess it started from there. So like when he's like, "Hey, can I be in Teen Titans Go?" And they're like, "Sure, why not?" And he made my life happy. Every time I saw his smile, and every time he talked and appeared in the movie, it just smiles it seemed like cool grandfather, it's just that cool grandfather. Like, yep, he's my grandfather, and I love him. He's like a grandfather to me, man. He was so cool, like a best friend, and like God, I just love listening to him and hearing him talk. I could probably like drink some coffee with him and just talk for hours about heroes and superheroes and the concepts of how he created them, and this heroes he has in his head that he wants to create. I could probably listen to that for hours, his stories, because I can tell he's a great storyteller, and I can just listen to him for hours and not be bored, and want to keep going, and listen to more stories, and it's just so sad that his great bottle of positive energy is now gone, and it breaks my heart, honestly. And I have to address the elephant in the room about Armie Hammer. Armie Hammer was an actor who was rumored to be Green Lantern. And he, people were taking pictures with Stan Lee, showing their love and support. And, people got upset because he's basically making like, oh, you're making it about you. It's supposed to be about Stan Lee taking these pictures with him. And that's not supposed to be the case at all. And people were very upset. And I greatly agree with them, because like when the guy who played Robbie Rotten died, I shared it on, I think his voice actor was expressing his condolences. I won't say his name because I want you to think, oh, it's okay to attack him, because the internet, unfortunately, you guys, when you disagree with someone or I disagree with persons, you think it's okay to attack or I hate them. Like, no, he was kind of respectful about it, but still, he interpreted it the wrong way. Because I'm not going to say his name, like I said, out of fear. I don't want you guys to attack him or nothing. Because I reposted tweets that I did a video talking about Robbie Rod, and he made it sound like that, like what Armie Hammer says, similar to what Armie Hammer says, like I was doing it to get more attention on me, rather than the actual person that's supposed to be getting attention. And it's such a strongman argument, because I can easily argue, well, aren't you doing that, mentioning it yourself on your Twitter to get more people? So he's sympathetic, let me follow him. Aren't you doing that yourself? I can easily make that strongman argument, but I didn't. All I said was, dude, I'm just here to pay my respects to this man. That's all I'm doing. That's it. and some people even agreed with me. And it got me a little upset. Like, really? You don't know who I am. You don't fucking know me. I'm not making money off this. I don't care if I get any subscribers. I just want to express my condolences and respect for this man. Same thing with Stan Lee here. I don't care if I get 0 subscribers from this. I'm not getting. And fun fact, just so you know, I ain't getting no money off this either. Because if you know YouTube situation, me small channels like me ain't getting jack and shit. I wasn't gonna get anything anyway. So I'm definitely not getting anything now. So I'm not doing it for money or fame. I'm just doing it to pay my respect because I grew up with Stan Lee. I grew up with Stan Lee since I was like a little kid. Back in 1995, growing up watching his creations of in the cartoon form on Fox Kids come to life and just being blown away and falling in love into the world that is Marvel Comics and the Marvel Universe. And seeing it in live action form and killing it and making cameos is amazing, and I love it. So I'm not here to write the coattails or to get myself more out there. I'm here to pay respect because I love Stan Lee, and the reason why I didn't do a video on it the day of, like I originally wanted to, I was heartbroken. And trust me, even doing this video now, it's hard to get through for me because 2 days before, if I would have done it, I would have like cried and lost it and not be able to finish it. This is like the hardest video I've ever done on YouTube. The hardest thing I've ever done on YouTube. Stan, I'm gonna miss you to death, man. And as an update before I say my final saves on the video, Jeffrey Morgan, who plays Negan in Walking Dead, responded to Arnie Hammer's response by saying, people are trying like what I was saying, are just trying to pay respects to a great man. You're just making it about yourself, calling out people like that, and you're coming off as an asshat. Which is true. Arnie Hammer, you're coming off as an asshat, dude. People not trying to get attention. Just, showing pictures that they took with Stan Lee together, but also paying their respects, too. That's it. They're not trying to get attention, Get your head out of your ass, bro. And thank you, Jeffrey Morgan, for calling him out. Thank you for that. But, excuse me. Stan, wherever you're at, dude, I miss you. We will miss you. May you rest in peace, my friend. And to the people that are actually happy that he died, fuck you. Because believe it or not, there are people that are happy he died. And like, hey, yeah, he's dead. Like, fuck you. Really, this is for you. A big fuck you. Now, the only reason he should be happy is that maybe because for the fact that, because people were, unfortunately, as he was old, because they said he was so old, was taken advantage of. People accused him of sexual assault. I'm like, really? At that age? Come on. What's he gonna do, honestly? And, accusing him of sexual assault. People were abusing him, robbing him of his money. I'm like, really? Come on, man. Would you, what, really gonna rob from the elderly? Granted, he's rich, but seriously? Come on. Be respectful. But I did hear that before he died, him and his daughter created one more superhero together before he died. I didn't look into it more for what it is, but I hope it does come to light, and I hope it does really, really well and be successful. And hopefully be made into like a live action movie someday. So here's hoping on that. And Stan Lee, thank you for all the amazing, amazing years. Thank you for making all the cameos. Thanks for making us smile. Thank you for all the incredible heroes that you made, saving the comic book industry and giving a lot of comic book artists their chance to shine and, be what they can be. Thank you so much for everything. I know Stan Lee wasn't perfect. He made mistakes. Even History of Comics showed that. But overall, he held no grudges. He apologizes. He apologized for his mistakes. And I believe he made him a better person because of it. And overall, I hope that, I really hope that he's resting in peace. And I hope he's up there in heaven, talking with good old Jack Kirby and telling him all the amazing things he's seen and done while he was on Earth. We'll miss you, Stan. Rest in peace, my friend. Excelsior. And thank you, Stan. Since I was 5 years old, back in 1985. Thank you with Spider-Man animation, Spider-Man the 90s cartoon on Fox Kids. Thank you for helping making that and making me, and probably not just me, but millions of fans out there from watching that show or any other show you've watched, a true believer, because you may be a true believer, and that anyone and that one person, like you said so yourself, Stan, the Spider-Man 3 cameo. That truly one person can make a difference. Enough said. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me your favorite Stan Lee comic he wrote before he retired. Please tell me your favorite Stan Lee cameo. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll try to read and respond as fast as humanly possible. If you're wondering my favorite Stan Lee cameo, is this one when he's at the strip club in the original Deadpool announcing the newest stripper dancer coming on the stage. I mean, I know those other great ones, but that one stands out to me the most because of how funny and random, and how you wouldn't, in a million years you wouldn't imagine an old man being a DJ at a announcing a stripper at a strip club, because it's Stan Lee. It was like any other old man, it would be like, it comes off as cringe, but it's Stan Lee, and of course Stan Lee having that amazing charisma, he pulled it off with such great gusto, and I just smiled and laughed, and I just loved every second of it, and that's why it's my favorite Stan Lee. He took something that if anyone else wouldn't be able to pull that off, but since it's Stan Lee and has that amazing charisma, he pulled it off with style, as they said. So that was my favorite Stan Lee cameo from Deadpool 1. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. This was Rockingtheblade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out. Have a great day. Rest in peace, Stan. One more time for all good, and for one more time for all good sake, for one time's sake. Blah, blah, blah. One more time before I go. Excelsior. Have a good night, guys.